and after working hard in the village. Also, after spending enough money, Martin and John went to the market to meet the officer of the immigration agency. Seeing two children who wanted to go to Europe, the officer immediately felt sorry for family and said, "The journey is very dangerous. Although Europe is not as beautiful as you imagine, many immigrants are hungry and sleeping on the streets. Instead of dying foolishly, it's better that you stay here." Although he had been reminded, John and Martin stayed stubborn. John remained stubborn. The officer got angry and threw them out. Upon hearing the story, John wanted to give up. However, Martin tried to convince him. Martin said, "Remember all our struggles for 6 months to gather money to go to Europe? To get that money, Europe awaits us. Imagine if our dream of becoming famous musician come true and we become rich. Think about it. Mom would be proud." Suddenly, John's spirit returned, and when the spirit returned, the two of them searched for another immigration center. The next day, more specific, Martin asked for a preacher to give them advice in the neighborhood. After seeing this, the preacher told them that the lady asked the cathedral. The shamans told them to pray at the cathedral to the ancestors to ask for blessings. When they heard about this, that the shaman told them about this, the two boys obeyed. After hearing the shamans and receiving the blessings of their ancestors, Martin and John felt renewed determination. They were not only striving to reach Europe, also inspired to return one day to transform their communities through music and the magic of their experiences. However, they knew the journey was riddled with uncertainties and formidable challenges. Meanwhile, at the market, officers began to notice the increasing number of youth like them who dream of a different future. Migration policy were constantly changing, creating an atmosphere of tension and hope, and more immigrants. Clinging tightly to their dreams, Martin and John started exploring alternatives, connecting with organizations that advocated for immigrant rights. Their conversations, often animated and often intense, reflected this contrast. One evening after a long day engaging with their Facebook group, Martin cautioned, "John, we must be strategic. Sharing too much can actually make us vulnerable." John responded, "But Martin, if we don't open up, how will others truly understand our story and help us?" They balance each other. Tension between caution and hope driving them forward. The synergy attracted followers who appreciated the authenticity and depth on the exchange, turning the page into hubs and candid dialogues and migration, identity, and dreams. Immigration and cultural exchange. Martin encountered narratives that mirror their struggles, testimonies of resilience, stories of bureaucratic obstacles, and sometimes heartbreaking accounts of failures. This narrative sharpened his resolve, meticulously documented every lesson learned, transforming setbacks into strategy insights.